Hello people. Today I'm going to play Ultrakill and trying to P-rank every single difficulty starting with Harmless. I've played the game a little bit and I'm only gonna P-rank Act 1 of every difficulty and then make my way up to Act 2 and then Act 3 and then the Fine Sanctums. Of Harmless or first level. I've already played Ultrakill, I don't think I need to see the full intro. That's lag. That's one level down. I'll do secret level after. I feel like you're getting on not actually having what I, you know, say that. That's interlude done. Before I do 1-1, I'm gonna do these secrets. Didn't really feel it. Yeah, alright. I hate this game so much. Oh, hell no. Never mind. Let me in! Oh god. Okay, one time. Nice. We got all the slabs even though during our last one. I already showed them all. Oh yeah. It's everywhere. But I'm not using them. I don't have the patience to do that. I've never actually done it before. Sure wonder how to do it. If you want to do it. my god, my god. beat dashboard and then just I could do this work. I really know how to do this, but Dusty to this. I'm only doing yeah. My god, why I hate this one so much. Every step's racket breathing. Let me clear my throat real quick. There isn't much time left. It might already be too late. The labyrinth pathways of arbitrary sharp turns seemed stranger and stranger as panic bolted out the once deeply ingrained memories that usually guided me. Every corner felt a stranger. Every straight line too long. The bell tolls for me. I bit down harder on the last of my rations, held only by the skin of my teeth. It barely hung on as I kept frantically looking around, hoping for the few scraps of burning memory of mine to find a familiar sight that would lead me to salvation. The gates must be closing by now. The last few barely making it. The rest of us never stood a chance. Suddenly, from a blind spot, a figure struck me. There was no time to react before I came crashing down onto the cold, hard floor. I struggled to regain my senses, to at least see what fate would befall me in my final months. Even in this abyss of endless terror, my mind could never have imagined the horror I witnessed. Oof, ow, ouch, that stings! Who are you? I'm just someone who got knocked over by some half-brained fuckface who doesn't even have the decency to ask for a fine or apologize before starting an interrogation. Sorry, not my fault. Alright. Sigh. Hey, sorry about being rude like that. I'm just real frustrated that I'm not only late for school, but also managed to get lost on the way there. Though, by the looks of it, you're pretty much on the same boat, and by stroke of once-in-a-lifetime luck, you just happen to bump into the prettiest girl in town. So how about it? So how about you lead the way and get us both So how about you lead the way and get both of us out of this jam? I don't go to school. Bullshit! Cut the crap. I can see your crusty ass uniform and no living person would dare to go out looking like a filled trash bag by choice. Though, considering how little activity there actually is inside your skull, I'm willing to admit you sure as hell don't seem like you've ever been to school. Don't wanna. What? The fuck do you mean, don't wanna? If you don't show me the way, then you're never arriving either. Or did that thought not even cross your crayon-fed brain cavity? Actually, I'm lost too. Just my luck. Even though in retrospect, I guess you wouldn't be here with me right now if you weren't lost as well. Oh well, no point in crying over spilled blood. We might as well just wait for another student to come by and follow them instead. I'm Mirage. Don't bother telling me your name, though. I don't really care. You could do with being a bit nicer to people you won't. Let me read it. You could do with being a bit nicer to people you've only just met. Yeah? Well, you could do with a beatdown, so fuck off. But yes, you're right. I don't really care about what you or anyone else thinks of me. So I'm not interested in trying to be nice, just so you'll be in a good mood. Why not? If we're stuck in here together anyway, what's the point of making it worse for both of us? What's the point of making it better? What's the point of even bothering to care? Hell, what's even the point of anything at all? Nothing. Absolutely nothing. I mean, really, take a moment to think about it. The human mind, in its complete vastness, is capable of recognizing its utter helplessness and uselessness in the face of inevitable and unavoidable non-existence, but is incapable of coming to terms with it. We can only ever ignore it, hide from it, or temporarily escape from it. But the fact is that we are all bound to the way of all things. Death is unavoidable, not only to us, but all that exists, wherever it has existed. Every living being will eventually die out. Every speck of matter will eventually wither away and dissipate into entropy. It doesn't matter if you lived a good life or if you left a legacy behind. It doesn't matter if humanity survives for a thousand years or dies out tomorrow. The end result is the same. The absolute nothing. Human intelligence is far beyond that of other animals, but it'd be misguided to consider that a gift. All other beings have the gift of ignorance, of not understanding what we do. Our intelligence is not a gift, it's a flaw. It's an overextension of evolution. Intelligence, once a great feature in aeons past, continues to grow unchecked and unfiltered, and has since passed a threshold whereupon it has no longer a benefit but an active danger to its host. Much like the Irish elk, a species of deer that, through uncountable generations of evolution, grew antlers so wide and vast that it could no longer run from predators, eventually leading to extinction. The human mind is an evolutionary malediction caused by going too far in a direction that was once beneficial and will, sooner or later, lead to our extinction. As an individual level, it's already happening. Existential dread is already taking hold. I'm sure you felt it too. The pain and fear of being nothing, becoming nothing. The suffering of understanding that. We are unable to come to terms with it, so we hide from our own intelligence. We set limits. We stop ourselves from thinking deeply about what will happen when we die. We create distractions. We keep our minds busy with mundane activities and entertainment to stop ourselves from having come face to face with the truth. We supplement it. We transform our self-reflective suffering into another form, art, to keep it from consuming us. Anything to avoid the panic. But these ways are all simply temporary. They're all here just to push back the inevitable. The veil of helplessness and despair that would encompass and ruin us. In the end, nothing matters. There's no point in trying to find joy in life. Life in of itself is suffering. You're wrong. Huh? You criticize those who consider our vast intelligence a gift, and yet also misguide yourself to believe our meaninglessness is a curse. How could it not be? Nothing we do, in the end, that is precisely why we are not shackled by the burden of expectations, the fear of eternal judgment, or the failure to meet up to an arbitrary definition of what makes our limited time not wasted. Time cannot be wasted, for there is no greater purpose to life than simply living it. But still, in that case, the meaningless of our actions draw to the same conclusion. There is no reason to act, for any action is simply a temporary fluctuation that will, nevertheless, lead to the same conclusion. Quite the contrary. Because we have no greater purpose, we are free to set up our own to create self-defined goals for which to strive. For some it may be nothing, for some it may be pleasure, for some it may be creation, and for some it may be improving the lives of others. It is because we have no greater purpose that time spent on goals set by oneself cannot be time wasted. In the end, nothing matters, and therefore you have no reason not to do what you want, rather than whatever illusion of greater purpose is being forced on you by others or even your own misguided thoughts. I do understand what you mean. However, that doesn't ease my fear of the end. Even if I were to try to find purpose, I'd still be paralyzed by the thought of becoming nothing. It is a thought worth fearing. However, abandoning purpose, hope, choice, goals, pleasure, and will cannot make that thought disappear. The fear, however, can subside. Giving up is not accepting the end, it is simply accepting the fear of it. It is embracing it, despair, rather than facing it. I see. Though as much as I'd like to embrace it, I am nevertheless struck with a paralyzing existential panic. I understand it logically, and I know that there is no reason to live in apathy, but my emotional side refuses to listen. The fear persists, and I cannot motivate myself to seek purpose, despite knowing I must. This is not true. The emotional is not controlled by the logical. However, they are interlinked. Just as the deepest, darkest depths of despair can overthrow reason and the logic, warping them to fit into the haze of depression, so too can reason influence and overpower emotion, regardless of how impenetrable its defenses may seem. But continually forcing to subvert those creeping negative thoughts with the positive logical ones, the emotional mind will eventually, slowly, gradually start to shape to fit the logic. It is not an easy job. It is not a quick job. It will sometimes feel like an impossible job. However, it can be done. With an immense amount of time, effort, and energy, it will improve. You can change. You can heal. And during the hardest times, when all seems lost and you want to give up, never forget. We will always love you. Well, I'll be damned. Guess you got a good head on your shoulders after all. Hell, I'm impressed. Man, I feel like I've just shed the weight of the world off my back. Or rather, you've done that for me. And honestly, from the bottom of my heart, thank you. You've given me a lot to think about, and while I'm sure I had a long and hard road ahead of me, I'm optimistic. For the first time in what feels like an eternity, I'm optimistic. Say, we're already way too late for school, and it's become quite clear by now that nobody's going to come and lead us there. So how about you and I ditch that passion-draining penitentiary and go grab something to eat, eh? Yeah, sure, you better be paid though. You better pay. Oh, you sneaky bastard. But alright, I do owe you one anyway, so what better time to cash out? You did a nice thing to a girl way out of my league. You want that now, eh? And that took way too long. Never again. Redash one time. Wasn't the fastest, but still, yeah, in that case. Contact.
Machine, turn back now. The layers of this palace are not for your kind. Turn back, or you will be crossing the will of God. Your choice is made. As the righteous hand of the Father, I shall rend you apart, and you will become inanimate once more. Behold, the power of an angel! Be blessed by this thing? You insignificant fuck! This is not over! May your woes be many and your days few.
I'm gonna go to middle prime right now. In terms of we don't want to watch this part, get spoiled in the middle or whatever. Those who don't want to be spoiled, but with minerals,
Thy gore shall glisten before the temples of man. Creature of steel, my gratitude upon thee. For the crimes thy kind have against humanity are not forgotten. We die. Judgment. Crush. Forgive me, my children. I have failed to bring you salvation from this cold, dark world.
Well, that concludes my that concludes Act 1 for Harmless difficulty. So as soon as I finish Act 2 and Act 3 and maybe Serious Crime, then yeah, I'll do lenient, standard, violent, and brutal, which is gonna be hell. Well, see ya next time.